Hello everyone, the channel is with you again, Simino family. Today we will go to the zoo with my family, Vladimir and Volmir. We went there last year but I was still pregnant at that time. And now we want to take the baby there for a walk. Moscow has a large number of different public transport systems. While we were waiting for the bus to go in the subway, there was a dance that my husband still knows. After a few minutes, the bus arrived. In real time, you can see where the bus is now using an application on your mobile phone. A bus that runs on electricity. When the bus stops, they make it a little lower for strollers to bring easily inside. Then I paid the fee for only 50 rubles. The good thing about other countries is that you just scan the card to pay and you don't have to wait for change. In Moscow, many buses and metro stations also offer free Wi-Fi. Volmer didn't want to leave the bus and started screaming very loud. He didn't want to get off. After we got off the bus, we walked a few minutes to the subway. Huge rows of scooters lined up near the metro. They all run on batteries and you can often see people renting this type of transport. To do this, you need to install a separate application. And now we're going to take the elevator down to the subway. To open the door, you need to use a Troika card. This card is valid on buses, metro, and trams. They installed an elevator so that it is not difficult for a person with a disability and carrying heavy things to get off and onto the subway.
Minus one floor.
Ito guys yung card. Lagay natin. Yun, pwede na.
The next elevator will take us down to the trains. The price for a trip on any transport is about 50 rubles. Most commuter stations are some of the most beautiful in the world, especially in the center. We are traveling one of the newest metro cars, which has good ventilation, Wi-Fi, mini information screens, and amenities for passengers. Unlike the old cars that run in the center of Moscow, these are very quiet and comfortable to ride in. Any trains is equipped with a USB for charging. Volmer seems happy with the trip and this is the first time he is traveling consciously. Between stations, we use another elevator which can also be opened using a card.
Yes.
How many elevators there are to get to the place? Also, few metro stations are located above the surface and you can look at the surroundings, but most of them are still underground. Finally, after many hours, we reach the Moscow Zoo. It is visible immediately. After leaving the subway and there are 3D images there. Vladimir bought tickets for a 1,000 rubles per person. Admission for children is free, as is public transport. And they check our tickets before going inside because the zoo is big, we didn't know what to see first. There are many birds in the pond, and their sounds can be heard everywhere. Volmer is very curious. He does not understand where we brought him, but he is very interested. The park is divided into two parts, the new one which can be reached via a bridge, and the old one which we will begin to get acquainted with. We went first to the big birds with gates made of heavy chain. Velmer wants to touch the bird. Immediately after walking a couple of steps, we saw beautiful flamingos that were next to the water. The bird flew right over the visitors and it turned out to be a beautiful shot. We left and went further to get acquainted with different animals. We are sad about confining animals in cages, but we must also understand that some species die because of people, and here they are safe and cared for. Volner and I saw Arctic foxes for the first time.
So cute.
Every time, Volmer thinks that these are all dogs and starts barking. We teach him to distinguish between animals. Watch how the beaver swims in a circle. It looks so funny. We walked further and saw wolves playing happily and running in circles, but wolves are very dangerous. In the meantime, we went into the garden and saw different flowers and trees. There are many ducks in the pond, and they're very noisy. Further, and there was a building where we could look at the sails from below, but we did not see anyone. Watch how they bask in the sun and pigeons walk nearby. We decided to go up to the top and look at the sails. Vladimir shows Volmir where to look. Everyone really liked the seals. The park is very big. Then we found the largest seal. They are hiding from above and not moving. They look like toys. I think they are afraid of people.
Asian elephant, they like people, crazy, I think many elephant in our country because I see many in Thailand and it's not new for Volmir play with stroller. He's here. Later all elephants go out from there and they can walk.
And then we found how to go down to the seals. It's very fascinating, small and big. People play with them. They are interested in people. I just want to sit on a bench and watch them. Volmir watched the seals in fascination. Having seen enough of the seals, we move on.
We go book Pirate and Penguins.
He's hungry. Feel hungry.
I would like to be able to look at the birds closer. But most likely they are close to further safety.
A little turtle.
Bird and
Yes, very similar to an abusit. There are many different birds here. We're interested, but we don't know the species very well.
Stand. Stand in one leg.
Next, we found penguins.
Look at you. You do like this. Annalyn and Omar go to second floor because I can go with them. And at first floor I look at penguin there.
Hey brothers, how are you?
After we turned to Vladimir, we went to look at another part of the building with birds. Volmir began to be a little capricious because he was tired of sitting in the stroller. Next, we saw a parrot straight out of the carton Rio. Having seen enough of the birds, we went to look further. While Volmir is playing with his favorite toy, Vladimir is waiting for him to continue his journey. Because the park is very difficult to see all the animals, some places can only be visited for an additional fee. Next, we saw a tapir, red pandas, a bear, and giraffe. Many people, despite warnings, still tried to feed or touch the animals. Then, we went into a building with animals from China. There were pandas there. Do you know that all pandas belong to China? We found a panda eating above the bamboo. A very large building can be seen in the background. Vladimir said this is a historical monument and 7 of them were built in Moscow.
Look at you.
We saw eagles walking gracefully from corner to corner. We stopped briefly at the animals for the children and moved on.
World of Dinosaurs.
Inside. Have beer there. I need go up.
We can go.
It's very big dinosaur inside.
The big white bear was in the pond. He is scary with his size, but Vladimir told me that if a bear attacks, You should not run away from him, but rather on the contrary, try to shout. So we went into a building where there were a lot of monkeys. One of the monkeys hung clumsily on the net and fell. On the other side, there were aquariums with a turtle in one of them. Little monkeys quickly climb along the upper manholes. We are already starting to get a little tired, but your sleep prevails and we move on. The snake is sleeping. Let's not bother them. This is the plexus. After the snakes, we came to the horses. Here, children can ride a pony. Towards the very end of our journey, we saw camels. Volmir was already a little tired, so we decided slowly move towards our house. Vladimir still has a lot of energy and can dance. I hope you enjoy your day with us. Today we saw a lot of animals and had a good time.
And our baby. Subscribe to our channel and thank you for watching us.